90% of the prompts that I see and fail are because of exact same reason. It's not because AI is dumb or Claude is having a bad day. It's because those are missing one of the six specific parts. And once I show you what they are, you're going to start spotting them in every single prompt that you're going to read for rest of your life. Quick intro if we haven't met, my name is Elizabeth and I build AI systems, the kind that replace SaaS subscription, implementing AI pipelines into a company, or replacing manual work. I have helped a client save $4,000 a month by replacing 3 SaaS subscriptions with just one Claude workflow. Most of what makes those production systems work isn't infrastructure, it's prompting, really good prompting. In this video, I am going to give you the framework that I use every single day, the 6 parts that every great prompt has. We will go from bad prompt to good prompt. You will see exact upgrades that each part makes. And by end of the video, I'll give you a checklist that you can run any prompt through in just 30 seconds. So here's how it works. First, I'll show you how a bad prompt looks like, why it's bad. Then we will build it up one piece at a time. Role, context, task, constraints, example, and format. 6 parts. By the end, you will see the same prompt going from a coin flip to something you will actually ship. And if you stick by the end of this video, I'll give you a prompt library that I use myself. Link in the description, totally free. Here is the prompt that I see 90% of the time. Watch this. Write me a marketing email for my SaaS. Cool. Technically that worked. The AI wrote an email, but look at this. It doesn't know what your SaaS does. It doesn't know who's reading. It doesn't know what you want them to do next. It picked the most generic tone and its training data. We gave it nothing to anchor on. The output looks like it was generated well by an AI. So let's fix the prompt. Here is the thing that nobody tells you. AI doesn't fail. The prompt failed. And when I see people complaining about Claude doesn't work, ChatGPT is dumb, 9 out of 10 times, what actually changed is their prompt. So now let's fix the prompt. Every great prompt, I mean everyone that I write, save, or ship to production has 6 parts. Some are explicit and some are implied. But when a prompt fails, I can easily trace it back to one of these 6 things missing. And here they are. The first one is role. What AI is being right now. Most people skip this entirely, and few who doesn't use something like act as an engineer. This does almost nothing. I'll do a whole video on this why later. A role is only useful if it changes AI what it prioritizes and what it rejects. Just compare these two. You see the difference? The bad one and the good one. The first one changes nothing, and the second one tells AI what to say no to. That's what role is for. So rule of thumb, if role doesn't tell AI what to reject, it's just a decoration. The second thing is context. So what does AI need to know about your world? The AI has read a lot, but it doesn't have read anything about your customers, your product, or whatever you want to achieve. So we give it a briefing just like we give a briefing to a new hire on the day one. Notice none of this is a task. We haven't told it to write an email yet. We are just installing the world it's writing inside. This is the part people skip the most, and this is the single biggest leverage point in a prompt. The third one is task. What exactly do you want AI to produce? This sounds obvious. It isn't. Most tasks I see are blurry. Verbs first, constraints backed in, one job. If the task has the word and inside it more than once, you probably have 2 prompts pretending to be one. And AI is going to do both of them half well. Split them, run them separately, trust me. The part 4 is constraint, the guardrail, what AI must not do. The constraints are how you stop AI from defaulting to the average. Without constraints, you will get an median of all the emails that AI have ever read. With constraints, you will get your email. Each of those constraints are doing the real work. Each of this is killing a specific failure mode, and I have seen AI fall into this. Your constraints list grow over time. Every time AI does something you hate, add a constraint. Within weeks, you will have a list of constraints worth more than the list of prompts you have. The fifth one are examples. Show, don't tell. This is the technique that will improve your prompt the most than anything in this video. I call it showing AI what actually goods looks like. One good example is worth 1,000 words of prompt. 2 examples are even better because AI knows how to find patterns. If you ever feel like you are over explaining, just paste 2 examples and see what happens. The sixth part is format. What shape should the output takes? The AI will actually guess at the shape if you don't tell it. AI guesses are usually fine, but just for text and messages. But it's terrible if you want to do something afterwards with it. The format is the part of the prompt that becomes the most critical when you stop reading the output and start feeding it to something else. A workflow, a script, or any other automation. Format is actually what makes your prompt from usable to automatable. Okay, so now let's put all of these together and see what happens to the same email prompt. Look at this. That's an email I would send. The voice is right, the length is right, and the CTA is in the right place. And most importantly, I could send this email to another AI and have it write 50 different variations tomorrow because the format is clean. That's the difference between a prompt and a system. And that's the bridge to literally every other video on this channel. And when you start writing prompts like this, you stop typing prompts manually. You start saving them and you start chaining them. You start building workflows, agents, and whole systems. But in all, it all starts with these 6 steps. So quick recap. A great prompt has 6 parts. Role, what word view the AI is inside. Context, what does it needs to know about your world? Task, verb first, one job. Constraints, what must it never do? Examples, show, don't tell. And format, what shape does the output take? Miss one and the output get worse in a specific way. Hit 6 and you actually got something that you can trust and reuse. Before you go, I have put together a prompt library. It's 5 prompt patterns that I use every single day, written in 6 structures that I just showed you. Ready to copy. The link is in the description. And if you have watched this far, drop a comment. Which one of these steps you were missing the most? Example, constraints, or what? I'll read all of them and maybe I'll make a follow-up video on the one that wins.